right, guys, the New Orleans Bowl. This is a big, big game for us. If we win this game, we can break some of those recruiting restrictions that we've been having, and that was a bad pass to start off. I really thought he was going to get on the other side of it. This is also an important game because it's some of the last games that some of our seniors are going to play. Chase Bryce, one of the notable seniors, Christian Wells, also Tyler Page, another senior that we're going to be losing here on the offense, as we're just not getting anything so far to start this game. Our tight end height, Henry Pearson, is also one of those seniors that we're not going to be getting back next year either. Let's see if we can go actually to Tyler Page, and he gets a nice catch, and he's going to pick up 20 yards. We kind of get a time to think back about some of these senior players and what they've done for us on this season. And Chase Bryce has just had such an up and down season. We've only had 1 year with him. And it's going to be interesting to see how we move on next year. Out of all those offensive seniors, you guys are going to have to let me know which ones were your favorite and which ones you think were the ones who really left. Oh my goodness, and that is a terrible pass. And that's going to be intercepted. I thought we could float it over top of him, but Chase just threw a bullet pass right at him. Just not a great way to start this game, especially for the last game of Chase's season. Just not a great way to end it. And Ronald Clark, fantastic TFL, loss of 4. On defense, the seniors, we're going to be losing Trey Cobb and Logan Dublin, both of our middle linebackers, as well as Stephen Jones Jr. and Dexter Lawson, both corners. Another huge TFL, Deshaun McKnight, making his presence felt. It'll definitely be interesting to see how the number 1 defense in the NCAA ranks up against the number 2 rush offense. See, they're going to pass this time and see what they have. They're going to try to scramble out, and it is incomplete. A bad pass, and that's going to bring up 4th and long. I'm going to say my pick for number 1 most impactful offensive seniors still has to be Chase Bryce. Even though he's had some really, really bad games, and I mean really bad games, he still is a senior leader on this team for our offense. And I think Logan Dublin for defense, as he's just been a standout linebacker for us all year. Like I said, you guys are going to have to let me know what you think is your offensive and defensive standout for our seniors. We're going to run the ball again here with Cameron Peoples, and he has some space this time, and he gets leveled, but he gains 14. It is really time to rely on Cameron Peoples here. He's been our star all season, and it's time to rely on him when it matters to get us this win in our bowl game. We got to keep it short with Chase Bryce, especially at the beginning of the game. He does not do well with those long passes at the beginning. He needs to get warmed up. Just unfortunate, because sometimes we get such a wide open look that it's just really unlucky. And we're just going to have to throw that away. Good play for Chase to not take the sack. It is a 49-yard field goal. They wanted us to go for it, but I don't know why. That kick is up, and he missed it. Wow. How did he miss that? We've made 50s before. Just too short. Absolutely not a great way to start this game off. They are going to run the ball, and they're not going anywhere again. Another no-yard gain. And that is a good tackle. Ethan Johnson played both guys perfectly. It's so weird to me that even when they have 3 receivers on the field, they still have a fullback in the game. They're going to just drop that off in a huge 6-yard loss. Trey Cobb. See what we can do on our next possession here. We're going to try to run with it, and he's going to get sacked. I thought we had enough speed to get around the edge, but we did not. Just absolutely not a fan of the play calling that we're getting here. And that is a good throw, and Stroman's going to get the first down for 15 yards. Fold everybody on that screen pass. See if we can get Stroman involved here in the action. Good opportunity, and he's just not getting much there. Get maybe a yard. 2nd and 9. Big play upcoming here to see what we can do. Going to throw it over the middle, and a good catch for Deshaun Davis. That was a good throw. They really sent the house on that play, and we were able to get the pass off. Another big hit. Cameron is taking some huge hits in this game so far. This time we'll try the fake end around and see if we can just do the regular handoff here. And not doing much there either. Maybe a yard. We have to capitalize on this possession here. Oh, and there is not enough time to do anything there as we're taking a huge sack and we're out of field goal range. Back on offense again is Army. See what they have now with three running backs in the backfield. And not going to do much there. Another 3 yards. You only have one guy to beat, though, to be honest. 2nd down and 7. And a good tackle from Nick Ross. No gain at all. I'm surprised they didn't gain anything there. I really thought he had some yards. So far, we try to just be in some good run fits for the first 2 downs. Get him to 3rd down. And then we know that it's an obvious passing situation. And it is almost intercepted by Nick Ross. He baited him perfectly and almost had the pick. Both teams have been playing excellent defense. And he breaks a tackle to get that one off. And Cameron is so slow on that. Any faster, and that could be a huge gain. Got to get Cameron Peoples involved somehow to get him on a hot streak. Oh, one guy there. If he could have cut outside, that would have been huge. Let's see what we can do here on the next play. A good throw to Stroman, and he's got some space. Does he have the speed he needs? Not quite. He's down to the 6. A 38-yard pickup from Dalton Stroman is massive for putting us in the goal. Let's see what we can do on 1st and goal. Cameron Peoples has some room, and he's into the touchdown, and we're up 7-0. Looks like with Army down by 7, they're starting to show. Oh, no, not right now. All right, I was going to say they had a 3-receiver set, but they still ran the option anyway. 1st and 10 again. And that is a big TFL. Nick Hampton coming up huge there. 3-yard loss. Really enjoy coming out in this cover 4 with all these linebackers. It's been very great. And Andrew Parker that time with another TFL. We're back to 3rd and 15 now. And good tackle. Got him just in time. Trey Cobb really saved that 1st down. That was a great draw play. So we got word back that Hansky Pallian just has this ankle sprain. He will be back. He just says will return soon. We're going to run the ball here with Peoples. He'll fall forward for 4. See how good they are at their own medicine here. We'll try a little triple option against them here with Deshaun Davis. And that, I hit X, but they did not give it to him, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss. So we go on 3rd and 8. Going to run with it and just not get much. We're going to have to punt that off. Defense is playing a pretty good game so far. We need to continue that. And a huge tackle, Trey Cobb in there shooting the gap for a TFL. I mean, if they're going to run the ball, we're just going to come out in this cover 4. We have as many people in run fits as possible. So many guys right on the line of scrimmage. It's going to make it tough. And that is a good play. Ronald Clark was able to fight through that block shed and get to the ball carrier for no gain. 3rd and 11 now. Do we expect that they're going to go for a run again, or is it going to be a pass? Looks like it's a pass, and it's almost intercepted by Stephen Jones Jr. Good deflection. That's going to bring up a punt. If we could just get another drive together, that would be excellent, as we've been stifling them on defense, but just can't do anything on offense. Another drop pass, probably better, because we would have lost a lot there. So far, just really nothing has been successful. I mean, sometimes we have some run plays, sometimes we have some pass plays. That is going to be picked. Yep, that linebacker played it perfectly. I didn't even see him. We threw it right at him. The pass needed to be so much earlier. Just waited way too long. We know we can't be throwing that once it's that late. And made the bad read, and that's what happens. And that's an incomplete pass. Question is, can our defense hold? We're putting ourselves in such a tough position. Play in and play out. Good throw for 5 yards, but he steps out. See what we have here on 3rd and 5. They will run it, and he is going to get the first. A big run. Try to mix it up and get some man coverage in here again. I'm expecting this might be another run. Looks like it is, and that is a good tackle. It's still 6 yards on the gain. And Daly is going to get a nice run for 10 yards up the middle. That is tough. Oh, and that is a great play, and he's all the way to the 1. Wow. Ronald Clark could have had him for a loss in the backfield. 1st and goal, trying to tie this game up. Can we blow it up? Expecting a run. And that is wide open. Touchdown. Deshaun will be back. Let's see what he can do on this time around. Get some room. Is he fast enough? Not quite. Honestly, I feel like we could never throw the ball again. It would be not a bad thing, but we have to. Just nothing open here. That is terrible. I was supposed to be the middle of the field, not to the sideline. Coach is not giving us very many run calls, and I'm not a big fan of that. I would much rather be trying to run the... Oh my goodness, that was blown up. This is making me nervous. That is a bad throw. He put so much air under it, it needed to be a bullet pass. Oh my gosh. I don't know how the safety from all the way over there gets to it. I held bullet pass, and that was such a lob pass. This is not looking good, guys. Not looking good. We are unraveling right now in this game. And it's almost picked Ronald Clark. We need to stop defensively. We need a takeaway. That's what we actually need. We need some momentum. Right now, Army has all the momentum in the world. We're just not holding blocks. We're not getting run plays. Like, nothing we're doing is working. And that's a good breakup from Trey Cobb. I'm not sure if they're in field goal range here. They could be. I kind of would doubt it, but they really could be. That better be picked. Almost intercepted. That's 4th down. They go for it and get it. Unbelievable. Number 11 got his ankles broken by whoever that was. We even had a coverage assignment on that guy, and it still didn't work, even having man coverage on the punt return. That is so unlucky, to be honest. I'm going to throw that one away. Practically going to guarantee they're going to get a field goal unless we get a sack. But the odds of them giving that to us, not high. They do give us one, though. Luckily, it was kind of not that big of a sack. We're going to call their timeout. It's 3rd and long. See what they can do here. And another big sack. We're going to call a timeout. I'm going for the punt return block man. We are having people out there covering everybody in case they go for it on this 4th down. But the kick is up, not happening, and it's missed. I think the safe play is just to take this one to the half. We need to have a conversation in the locker room and come out swinging here in the second half because our first half was atrocious. Bringing the safeties up. Let's see what we can do on the second half. Effort here, big tackle from Logan Dublin. It's 2nd and 9. Again, when we just put ourselves in terrible positions from our offensive mistakes, that is really what causes us to have these close games. Another TFL from Andrew Parker. Truly, our offense is probably our worst enemy right now. I mean, the turnovers from Chase Bryce have been plenty to choose from. And that's a big hit, and he's not getting anything there, and that's going to be a punt. All right, game plan for this time. We really want to just try to run the ball, and a good move from Cameron. He had one guy to beat there. We're going to try to pound the rock, throw the ball as minimal times as possible. Right now is just not our day for that type of offense. Good pickup on the ground for 7. To be honest, really neither run nor pass is working very well right now, but Cameron's going to get another 1st down for 11-yard gain. Takes us into the red zone now. See what we can get. Going to try to let our blocks set up, and then Cameron gets hit hard by the corner. We still have Peoples out there, though. He's going to take another carry, and he's going to fall forward for another yard. 3rd and 7. Going to be trying to look underneath to see what we can do. Good throw to Tyler Page. Makes a move, and he's down to the 4. Looks like this play might be pretty good for us here. See what we could do, and it's wide open. Chase Bryce walks in for the touchdown. He had that over the pitch. Everything was free. Big possession here for both teams. trying to keep them from putting up points on the board. That's a big TFL. Trey Cobb with another one. 2nd and long. See what they do here. They have another one. Oh, no. That was a great cut move from Tyrell Robinson, but he's injured. That cut move made Ronald Clark literally fly into another state. Like, that was insane. Not ideal. And that is a good tackle. 2-yard gain only. Looks like Tyrell Robinson will return. Just a bruised sternum. He is a will return soon injury. And that is a good tackle. I'm not sure. Oh, that actually counts as a sack. I don't know how, but Andrew Parker gets credited with that sack. This one is an odd formation. Not a single wide receiver is on the field right now. This is 2 tight end, 2 running back. And that, he finds the seam somehow. What a throw. I pretty much guarantee you, I throw that pass with Chase Bryce, that's a pick. 100% guarantee it. And that is a good tackle, but he's still going to get 5 more. They're just churning out yards slowly. That is an interesting choice. Somehow still gets yards on that. Looked like he should lose like 5. 3rd and 4, and a big tackle from Ronald Clark. He got there quick enough they couldn't pitch it, and it's a 4th down. Another punt return safe. See what we have going on. Looks like it is a fake. That is going to be intercepted by Milan Tucker. A big interception from Milan, the corner. Can't believe we actually stopped one of those. I am super pumped about that. Chase is going to just take what he can get and gets 4 yards. I'm really hoping that takeaway is the turnover we need to get some of this momentum back here in this game for us. Good run from Cameron, another 9 yards. We're just trying to hound as many runs and triple options and whatnot as we can. Oh, and he couldn't get it off. See if we can try to catch him off guard here with just a regular run. And didn't really work. We got 3, made it a little bit more manageable, but still not great. So far, basically, anytime we run any of these plays, they have not been ideal. We'll just drop that off to Peoples, and it's 4th and 1. He just couldn't get the first. The coach tells us to go for it. I agree with the call. I think that this is worth it if we get it. And it looks like we will get it. Huge play. He fights for just enough yards. I think the fact of getting this and potentially stretching it to a 2-touchdown lead is so much more valuable than just taking the 3 points. And another valuable part about that is keeping the clock moving. I mean, we don't want to give them the ball before the 4th quarter even starts. Like, now we have at least some time. Oh, terrible. 75 just literally basically stopped that play himself. Like, our offensive lineman destroyed that play. We'll try another meshing concept. Wide open to Deshaun Davis. And he's going to pick up the first for 10 yards. 3 interceptions in this bowl game is so not good. And Cameron can't get around the edge. No gain. Been relying on Peoples very heavily. That's his 20th rush so far in this game. And Chase Bryce can't quite find his way into the end zone. He had 1 guy to beat. Try to run a little bit more clock down. We don't want to be hiking this too fast. We will push it for the 1st and goal. That's even the best case scenario right there. Get more time off the clock. Taking it down to the 6-minute mark as we put up points and we're up by 2 scores. All right, they should be in a hurry here. Under 6 minutes remaining in this game. Big tackle from Dublin to stand him up for 5. They really do not have time for these little 5-yard pickups, and so we are fine with that. They can take as much time as they want to get down the field. They still need to score twice and stop us once. And that is a good tackle. He had 1 guy to beat. The running back, Jacoby Buchanan's been the main guy that's been real tough for us to stop. They're going to try to run it again, and it's Jacoby Buchanan again for 9. Thing is that the clock is just ticking. They're already a minute off the clock and only had 2 first downs so far. And Ronald Clark demolishes that play by himself. Huge TFL. Bringing these safeties in. Let's get it. Big possession here. And a big stop from Nick Hampton. He's going to wrap him up for the tackle for no gain, and it's 4th down. Going to press everybody up. We don't want them getting anything here. And that is a great pitch to the outside, and they're going to have 10 yards. Unlucky he got that pitch off. The clock still ticks down slowly. 2 minutes now off the clock since they started this possession. They've only gained 30 yards. They're taking a long time. And they're going to break multiple tackles, and he is going to take this down to the 2. Goodness, another broken tackle. 2 broken tackles on the QB. So Brooks has a mild concussion, and he is out for the game officially now. And that is a great play call, and that's a touchdown for DeMarkel Johnson. So they elect not to go for the onside. They're going to still run with it and doesn't get anything. See if we can get on this little triple option. We're definitely going to run the clock down as much as possible. Great play to take down the quarterback. He couldn't even get the pitch off. See if we can get on 3rd down. That one is going to be caught, but not enough for the first. We're going to have to punt that off. Here we go. 2-minute warning. They have 2 timeouts. They have to go the whole length of the field. See what they do. As we are there, and they're only going to get 1 yard on the play. Like, they're going to no huddle. They're probably going to spike it. I would assume they're not going to spike it. They will just go with a quick drop off, and they're going to stay in bounds. So the clock will continue to run. Down to 1.5 minutes left in this game now. Going to pinch that line. Expecting the tip off, and he couldn't get to him. And a good tackle to push him out of bounds, but Ronald Clark got engulfed by that block at the last second and couldn't get the dive off. That is by far not ideal, especially to push him out of bounds, because they're now past midfield, 1:15 left. And that one could have been intercepted, but Nick Ross didn't attempt for it, but he did draw the ball loose. If ever there was a time to show up big in the postseason, it's right now. And that is going to be an incomplete pass. Let's go, boys. What do you think? Do we do it? Do we hold them off? It's 3rd and 10. 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the clock. And that is going to be a loss of 3. We're going to pass commit. We're expecting that they are going to try to pass this. They have a lot of people in the backfield, though. And Daly's going to have a wide open receiver. Unbelievable. We tried to cheat up to get the sack. He broke 2 tackles and found the open receiver for the touchdown. I can't believe what just happened. Davis will be back to return this. See if he can get a good return here. And Davis has some room. He's going down the sideline. He breaks a tackle, and he's down to the 35. A huge return from Deshaun Davis to set us up close to field goal position. If ever there was a time for someone to step up in this game, I think we found out who it was. Because Deshaun Davis putting us in great position. 2nd and 6. We'll run the ball again with Peoples. Has some room, and he's pushed out of bounds outside the 15. Expecting the run, they have the safeties cheating up. And Cameron Peoples has some space. He's going to get to the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. With 11 seconds left, we are up by 7. All we need to do is not allow a touchdown. I cannot believe what is happening in this game right now. And they are going to do a good hit on the QB, and that should be their last timeout, it looks like. Yeah, this is the final timeout. This is it, guys. This is the ball game. We're pushing everybody back. Gonna be a Hail Mary, and they're gonna come up with a sack. The sack is gonna end it. Karen White gets the clutch sack, and App State is gonna win the bowl game. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that we actually pulled that one off. A huge kick return from Deshaun Davis to set us up with the fantastic field position to be able to put us in a position to win that game. That is just fantastic. Oh my goodness. If you guys are enjoying this franchise and this dynasty, don't forget to hit that sub button. It absolutely helps us out, as this was just an absolutely fantastic game. Chase Bryce had a horrendous day, but Cameron Peoples was there to be the guy to rely on, and we were able to run him almost 30 times, and that was just so clutch for us to be able to come away with that win against Army. For our player stats, Chase Bryce, 10 for 17, 136 yards and 3 touchdowns. Horrendous game to end his campaign here at App State, which is such a shame because he had some spurts there where he was pretty, serviceable. Though on the ground, Cameron Peoples just was the guy to rely on. 3 touchdowns. Huge game for us. And then defensively, Andrew Parker, those 2 sacks. We had a lot of TFLs, which came in handy so much from our linebacking core and Ronald Clark, the safety, helping us out tremendously against Army's run game. So guys, with that win, it actually puts us to the number 25 team in the country. That's our first time being ranked, period, which is a huge feat for us, especially starting at the literal bottom of the barrel to start this year. And so it looks like in the national championship game, Washington did end up beating Georgia 38-33. Looking at stats for the year, Chase Bryce ended up throwing for 2,700 yards, 15 touchdowns, 15 picks. So just not an overall fantastic season, serviceable. For running, Cameron Peoples was a complete workhorse, having 1,500 rushing yards and 24 touchdowns, which was absolutely fantastic. For receiving, Caden Robinson led our team in receiving yards with 552. We had nobody near the 1,000. We had 2 guys over 500. Touchdown-wise, we had 2 guys having 3, Caden Robinson and Cameron Peoples. Defensively, Logan Dublin led the team in tackles with 83. TFLs, Andrew Parker and Nick Hampton, both of our outside linebackers, had 27 TFLs, which is absurd. Sacks, Andrew Parker led our team with 10, the only guy with double digits on the whole roster. But then Deshaun McKnight, one of our D tackles / DNs, had 9 sacks, which was pretty solid for the sophomore. Interceptions, the freshman Ethan Johnson led our team with 4 interceptions. Ethan Johnson and Stephen Jones Jr. both had 7 pass deflections. Deshaun Davis, for returner, had 1,800 kick return yards and 2 touchdowns. To pair that along with almost 600 punt return yards. Looks like Aiden O'Connell from Purdue had the most passing yards with almost 4,000 passing yards. He also led with 44 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions. That's an insane season. Rushing yards, looks like Dwayne McBride led the NCAA in rushing yards, with yours truly, Cameron Peoples, leading with the amount of touchdowns. Receiving yards, insane. Charlie Jones had almost 600 yards more than second place and 26 touchdowns. That is a season for the ages. Goodness. On 108 catches, they really use this man a lot. So it's like we're going to advance to the end of the season, and then the next episode we'll pick it up in the off season. So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We're building this community together, so if you have any feedback for me, just drop a comment below and let me know. I try my best to read every comment in the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the content and want to know when the next video drops. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.